Hi, welcome to the Radical Bible Program. I'm very excited to be getting this started, and I hope it's something that'll serve you and serve a wide audience to discover the exciting, earthy, sexy, powerful, poignant stories in the Bible. I've been teaching and writing on the Bible and studying it myself since 1988, and over those years I've found that those who would make the Bible into a trivial rule book for the afterlife miss what the Bible really is, an incredibly dramatic set of stories struggling over power and relationships with the earth and gender and others and God throughout hundreds of years of struggle across empires and deserts and rivers and mountains, and exploring all the possibilities of life on earth. So I love the Bible, and I hope you do too. And if you don't, I hope this is an opportunity for you to fall in love with these amazing stories, which are just as powerful and poignant now as they were written 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. I'm amazed that they're not all cable TV dramas, because many of them have all the excitement that you'd expect in a cable TV drama today. So we're not doing cable TV here, but we're going to look closely at these stories, at the original languages, using some of the tools, and here's just a little hint at what that's like. First of all, here's just a few of the things I've written over the years to give you some idea of what I've been working on. This program is called Radical Bible, and radical is a word that some people might not like, but I love the word radical. It comes from the Latin radix, meaning root, which is to say we're getting to the tap of things. We're getting to the place where life comes, where things intersect with the earth and move upward into the light and bring forth life and fruit and goodness for all creation and all humanity. So we're going to be radical here, getting to the root of these texts, where they came from, what they have to say, and how they can provide life in God for us today as well. Here are just a few images from the videos I've uploaded so far. We're going to do 4 series to start. Here's a couple things from Genesis. You can see some ancient biblical manuscripts, and then you can see how Genesis plays out against the Babylonian creation story, Enuma Elish, as a parody, as a satire of it. Here's a little image of the structure of Genesis 1, so we can study the poetic version of it. Then we're going to switch to the book of Samuel, the incredible drama of Saul and David fighting it out for who gets power in Jerusalem, and then David struggling with his own family to hold on to power in the face of rape and violence and betrayal. And so here's a couple of the books we'll be using to study Samuel from exciting authors who've been really digging to the radical roots of these things. We're also going to look at the world of the Israelites at that time. So here's some terraces and cisterns that were their lifeblood if they were to live away from the powerful river and Mediterranean empires of the time. And then we'll switch to Luke's gospel, and we'll see some of the ways that Luke portrays his radical story of Jesus in the face of the Roman world that would lead its audience to believe that the way of Rome was the way to peace for the world. And to do that, we'll have to look at the role of Herod, and here's the city he built up on the mountaintop at Masada, which was the last bastion of resistance against the Romans in the 2nd century by the locals. Then we'll look at the combinations of some of these texts fit together. So here's how angels combine in both Genesis and Luke, and then we'll get to the book of Revelation in this first set. And so here's the Emperor Domitian, who reigned at the time, and here's what it looked like for John to be on the island of Patmos, looking out across the Aegean, feeling for the vision and listening for what he heard. And then here's what it looks like when he saw lampstands. So these menorahs, there's the one on the Arch of Titus celebrating the takeover of Jerusalem, but John's vision says that John is more powerful than Rome. And his vision was taking up what would have been expressed hundreds of years ago in the book of Daniel. So these are just a few of the ways we're going to approach this, digging into the language, digging into the cultural context, using the enormous amount of resources available on the internet and the scholarship we have today to bring life back to these texts that have often sat dusty on our shelves, and we've not tapped into the power of them. So I hope throughout this series you might use them to read a whole book like Genesis or Luke, or just to jump in here and there and find a passage you like or a word you're confused about. Share it with your friends, subscribe if you like, and I'll look forward to sharing these fabulous stories with you in the Radical Bible. Take care. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.